Good morning, traveler. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about three myths of hypnosis that keep people away from coming in and having an experience that could quite help them. The first myth about hypnosis is like any therapy, it kind of has this thing about it that you should only go if you have a terrible problem. And so then people think, oh, wow, if I go to this therapist, if I go to this hypnotist, I'm going to look like my life is falling apart. And there's just all this thing about socially how people are going to see you. The truth around the matter is hypnosis helps in just about everything. And the reason why it does is because it draws you into yourself so that you find your own answers. And I will add that that's if you go to a good hypnotherapist. Some hypnotherapists will just like try to give you your subconscious demands, but that's really not the root of good hypnotherapy. In good hypnotherapy, your hypnotherapist works as a guide and a guide into yourself so that you can find your own answers. So that's myth number one. You don't have to have a terrible problem to see a hypnotherapist. It could be a habit. It could be just that you're feeling depressed. Anything that takes you away from feeling that you're can be the happiest, most expressive you that you can be. A second thing that holds people away is there's this myth that you absolutely have to go into this deep state of hypnosis in order to be helped. And then when you're in that deep state, of course, you won't have any control of anything. And it scares people because who wants to be out of control in a deep state where they're not thinking? The truth is the hypnotic state is just a very relaxed state. It's very similar to meditation. If any of you have had a guided meditation, that's basically what all hypnosis is like. The difference between a guided meditation and, say, a normal hypnosis session is that in a guided meditation, you use a lot of symbology. You use pictures, and you usually are dealing with things where you're touching reality, but it's not complete reality, if that makes sense. However, in a hypnosis session, it is very similar, but you might do things that would say take you back in time to certain points in your life to help you look at different experiences in a different light. So although they're very close and they're almost interchangeable, there's that slight difference. However, you do not have to go in deep. In fact, and that's going to lead into myth number 3, which I'll cover a little bit more as well, is the fact that you can have hypnosis with your eyes open. Now you see, the whole idea of having hypnosis or being in hypnosis is to be in a relaxed state so that the subconscious mind can be addressed. Some people have lived through some really terrible things, and they're afraid to shut their eyes because, like in the presence of a therapy session, because it's like giving up control. And terrible things have happened to them, let's say, when their eyes have been closed before or in the dark. Well, in a hypnosis, you do not have to have your eyes closed. A good hypnotherapist will help you focus your thoughts, calm you down, but you don't have to close your eyes to do that. And so, see, these are three of the top things that I see when I answer questions for people that are complete myths. Now, some of the myths in hypnosis have been made up just by people that have been afraid to give it a try in the first place. And some myths, in all honesty and quite sadly, have been made up by some of the hypnotherapists because they want to make the whole process look more not mystical, but maybe more scientific. It's almost like they're trying to validate that what they do is just as important and just as specialist as, like, say, a psychotherapist. So the truth is that these things can keep people away, these myths. And I just wanted to look at some of them today. So thank you very much for your time. I do hypnotherapy. So I do everything from past life regressions to working on habits to helping you with anxiety. There's a lot of that going around in these weird times. So if you have any questions, please ask. I'm always happy to answer questions. You can go to my site, paul-thurman.com, and that will let you know what kind of services I offer. I offer magical services as well as hypnosis and EFT, some therapy services, because I feel like in the life of a practicing urban shaman, all of these things just flow together. And so I hope there's no confusion as you look at those things and you don't think they have to be separated, because they all kind of come together in me. So thank you for your time. It's always nice to make a connection. And I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.